All right, you want to know the best online marketing method today, the best marketing method really for your business, whether you're an online or offline business. Hi, my name is Randy Shrum. I'm the founder here of Faith Driven Economics. And what I'll talk about here is I'm going to share with you why this particular method is super powerful. I'm going to share with you some stats, how to do it, and what kind of results it can generate. And so with that, really quickly, I've actually written about this and talk a lot about this in my new book called Belief. You can get a copy at randyshrum.com, or no, actually go to randyshrum.book.com. So we'll put that in the comments here. It's randyshrum.book.com. So go there, you can get a copy of it. It's available for immediate download. All right, so what is the best marketing method today? Well, here it is. It's going to probably surprise some of you, and then also some of you may want to discount it, and I want to highly encourage you not to discount it because of the information I'm going to get into is going to be pretty revealing. The stats behind this are pretty staggering. So if I were to ask you, what is the number one video platform that's out there, most of you would start typing in YouTube, right? And guess what? You would be wrong. The number one video serving platform today is Facebook. I know, it's not what most people expect. So YouTube has 5 billion video views a day, but Facebook has quietly overtaken YouTube in the video space and generates 8 billion views a day. All right, and it's growing. It's growing every single day. And the what I would call the chasm of how much video is dominating, just not even just on Facebook, but on other platforms like Instagram and now even Pinterest. And so, there is a big market for it. And why is that? Well, because people have a deficit. The prospect audience, the consumer market has a deficit for attention. And they gravitate to the things that they can consume the quickest. And so that's why video is the number one. And number two, your audience wants to identify and they want to, relate to people that they can relate to and businesses that they can relate to. And so when you can produce content around your target audience that really helps them, that serves them, which is just a powerful model that we in business often get away from, but we come back to the core, and that is how well can we serve our audience? Can we help them? And the more you're of service to the world, that you're of service to your target audience, the more they're going to know you, they're going to begin to like you and trust you. And so video is the gateway to that. And if you think about video, especially within social media, it's like what direct response was years ago. And when you look at TV ads and radio, right now with social media, you can, with your business, I don't care if you're selling long-term food, you are selling widgets out of a storefront, or you're selling an online course. Wherever you are in the spectrum, if you're selling a $10 item or a seven-figure item, $1 million item, using video can help you in that. So this is something not to take for granted, because whoever the decision maker is, whether it be on a consumer level or a business level, they want to build a relationship. They want to know that they can trust you. They really want to do business with people who believe similar to them. And so when you can deepen that relationship with your audience and do it at multiple touch points, you've got something really, really special. So with that, obviously intimidation is a big thing. Some people are intimidated in front of the camera. If you've got a large company, you can have someone on your staff do it. And what is the, makeup of a great video? Well, it really isn't a high-end production. I have one ring light here and a web camera for my computer, but a lot of my videos are done right on my iPhone, where I'm doing it like this. I'm holding and looking like this. And I might adjust the lighting a little bit using the powerful things that are built within these smartphones. And I just touch on it, and it'll, when I'm, holding the camera at me, and it'll adjust and actually optimize the image. And so that's it. So that's most of what I do is videos on my phone. And again, I don't care if you're doing commercial roof, residential roofing, you're doing tree removal, you can do videos around that. So what does a good video look like? Well, number one, it's got a great title, right? So like you're here seeing this video, and so what you do is you start a video off by stating the title. What is the title, the subject? And you say, hey, thanks for jumping on here with me. Or again, just state the title, make a quick promo. Even though the video is about value, you can make a quick 20-second promo. And like I did here, is I have a book called Belief that I just wrote that you can get a copy of at randyschrumbbook.com. Someone can type that in the comments, and you can go there and learn more about this and how we're leveraging this strategy and other strategies to grow our organization. Okay, and so we've been doing these things for years, but video has really become the prominent method. So state the title, make a quick promo, 20-second, 30-second, and then go right into your key points. And your key points are your key questions that you're going to answer, and that's what makes a good video is. And so you might have one key point, 3 key points, or 3 key questions. And here's what it might look like. If you remove trees, you could say, here are, 3 things to know if you need your tree removed from your property, or 5 things that you may want to consider as removing a tree from your property, or alternatives where it could be you coming out and, trimming it or something, right? And so you say the title of the video is 5 things that you need to consider before removing a tree from your property. And then you go, you say, hey, as I get into this, so you start the video off and you say, here's 5 things that you need to consider when you remove a tree from your property. Now, if you've got questions after this, and you could say, give me a call at, and you have a phone number. So if calling is your normal sales process, that your audience calls you, then you would do that. If your normal sales process is that someone emails you or messages you or visits your storefront, you say, if you've got more questions after this, email me at, or whatever it might be, or go to my website. So keep the same sales process, but just simply use video to brand yourself and market yourself, if that makes sense. And so you go in your 5 tips if it's about tree removal, and once you're done with that, you would say, hey, thanks for watching. If this was helpful, share it with others. Or you could just say, hey, thanks everyone who jumped on here and for sharing this message with others. And that's it. Thank you. So that's the good video right there. And that video could be 3 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. And so there's no cookie cutter as far as length. And all that's really important with a video is stating the title, making a quick promo, and then giving the value, sharing the tips, answering the questions. Yours could be the top 3 questions that, someone is thinking about when buying a bed. Or here's the top 3 things that you need to consider. Like if you're, let's just say you sell beds, right? You might do one video that's top 3 things to consider buying a bed if you have lower back issues. Then another video would be the top 3 things to consider if you have upper back issues. The top 4 things to consider if you have leg cramps, if you're buying a bed. And so then you can create all these videos of content, and then run your ads of serving them up on Facebook and Instagram and all over the online space, and targeting people who may be looking for beds. Or like if you're a geographical area, you could just target a geographical area. Same thing for tree removal, right? Same thing for courses. You could do ad targeting based off of what their interests are and who your target audience is. So that's what makes up a great video. And the key here is, we know way before the internet ever came around in the sales world that it takes 7 to 12 exposures to get a yes. And if you were to pay for, TV commercials right now, you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, right? And in order to get 7 to 12 exposures in front of the same person. But with social media, you can set up a page, an advertising page, a Facebook page, which, if you do your advertising on Facebook, don't think of it being confined to Facebook. You know, it's served up on, you know, all over the internet. Facebook's just the platform that runs the ad for you. And so a lot of people don't consider that. Is it served up everywhere? No, but it's pretty powerful what it can do within the audience network. So those are things to consider. And with what I was getting to is for pennies on the dollar, you can serve up your videos all over social media to your target audience and generate those 7 to 12 exposures. Plus build an audience that becomes that they start having an affinity for you. They begin to know you, they begin to like you and trust you. Again, another principle way before the internet. You're just taking these age-old principles of sales and marketing, and you're putting them in a system with digital media that is incredibly effective. And why it's so effective is that it's not like throwing mud up against the wall and hoping it sticks, because you're now able to take your video, make it, put it up on your page, then target your target audience. And then here's what's powerful about it. Anyone who sees it, that sees that video, now you can say, let's move the people who saw my video over to this audience. And now you've got a whole audience, a whole basket of your core audience that you're doing the 7 to 12 exposures with to get them to call you, email you, go through your sales funnel, whatever it may be. Does that make sense? So that's what we're talking about here. So guys, if this was helpful, appreciate you sharing it out there. Get a copy of my book, Belief. All right, you can go to randyschrumbbook.com, get that. It's $7. It's available for immediate download. If you want to learn some more things about what I'm talking about here, I have an upgrade option. You can get access to an affinity-based class, and you can learn. We've got a 4-part training in there, and so there's a lot of things that we're doing here within our organization. So we'd love for you to join us. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for joining us here on this live stream or this video if you're catching it later. All right, talk to you soon.